So, you got your party lost in the dungeon, got out in there, got into a fight you couldn't handle, and your party got wiped out. There is a way to rescue the lost party. Let me show you real quick. Before you go out and try to rescue your party, actually before you get wiped out, make sure that when you lose your party, make sure you know exactly where they are in the dungeon. This is why it's important to use the direction spell when you're out spelunking, so that when you get into the fight, you can look at the coordinates when you get wiped out, so you can remember those coordinates and what floor you were on. Because the search function for rescuing lost parties can only look in the particular cell that you're in, or block of the dungeon. So you kind of either have to know where they were or be prepared to spend time scanning each and every single cell or block in the dungeon on the floor where you think you got lost. But also you have to remember to make room in your party to pick up lost players or characters. So let me do that real quick. Make a party with just 3 players. I'm going to pick some fairly low-level players because I don't want to break up another party, but also because these have some experience, and also I know exactly where I'm going. So I'm not going to be taking any extraordinary risks. See, you get into a fight every time you pass that door. And we're just going to leave that this time. So you go to the place where you think that your party got lost. Now let's say I didn't know. You go to camp, do search, and did not find anyone. So then you exit and you go to camp again, you do search, and it says found. And it will show you the party that it found laying on the floor in that one cell. And then you can pick up some of the players. Let's, for example, and you have to do this each time you want to pick up one character. And you have to take them back out of the dungeon. This is why if you have a character that is a single badass character that can go out in a 1-member party, then you would be able to pick up 5 other members. But that's if you had a character that could survive going out by himself or herself. Then you go to Gilgamesh and you remove the people that have been rescued. You are going to have to go to the Temple of Canton, resurrect them. But for now, I just want to show off rescuing them. So you notice that I saved before I go back out because I wanted to save the fact that they are no longer lost in a dungeon. It will now remember them as being at the training grounds. Here we are at the spot where they were. Search, found. Okay, I have now picked up all 6 members of the previous party. And yes, you have to be careful with fighting good, friendly monsters in this dungeon, because if you are playing good characters, they will become evil if you continue to fight friendly monsters. But that is how you rescue a lost party in the dungeon. Like I said, remember where you were when you got wiped out, and take a party out there that's only half the party or as few as you can get away with, and know that you're going to have to make several trips, at least 2, because you don't want to go out with any more than 3 characters unless you're going to a really dangerous part of the dungeon and you need to only pick up 1 character at a time. Just know that it's going to take time for you to go all the way down there to pick up 1 character and come all the way back to drop them off and go all the way back down there to pick up only 1 character. But if they're close enough and you feel like you're comfortable enough taking a minimal party of only 1 character maybe, As long as you know you can actually manage to fight all the monsters you're going to meet on the way, or heal yourself if you need to, then do that. But for me, I've always thought in terms of only take a 3-member party to rescue, because you need to pick up half the party each time. But that's how you do it.